I did how you wait them hours there. I wait them hours there, darling. Heather, how you doing? Me I go and feed my face. I'm a song there. I go and play my song.
I'm your rentist, you got a card. I'm your girlfriend, got a card. She got a money, she got a give.
Busy trying to fish chicken, oxtail and cow goat and all the things. All the things like but I'm paper and stuff. Okay, yeah, but if I cooking I go on with in the night yeah, I did that. The next
When your
thing,
body come, don't know what to do. I'm your husband gone, I'm your boyfriend gone, I'm your girlfriend gone. Don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. Boy, Masakadaka.
don't it a one well if I cooking that man. Okay, in here, Bob. Life. Good night, people. Good night. How you doing? When I go on with move the lights from this side. Right. Another phone. Okay. What I go on with? This will be the other D and I did the M weight. You know, so I don't understand tagging M weight. If somebody tag me, all me know. I don't have a clue. I don't know nothing about tagging. I finish it, the little food there. I don't know nothing about tagging M weight or tagging gum. I don't know. How do I know when I'm tagged? When you tag somebody, what it mean? I don't know. I have a clue. I hear people say them tag people. And them say, come tag that somebody for me there. But what? What happened? I don't know. I live in idiot to that. A clueless, oblivious. You have a clue. I too me not play with things like that. YouTube like that. Me and Facebook like that. Something I know. When someone tag you, will see it in your notification. Okay. You cooked some Caesar rice last night. I brought forward me and eat. For me. When I like up the live. For me, they don't even know. I don't know about the tagging thing. I don't understand it. Some see it on my notification, so that means that what happened? I really know. I don't think I haven't done such a big tweet already for a long time. Oh my God, so are you alone to do that? Anita, 500? About 500 people, you alone? You must be mad. You must be mad. I'm going to put on the plate. Want to remind me to pop my popcorn, yeah? Please. Feel for popcorn tonight. I know Ella will remember. For me catch up my fan right there, so now. Like me, I want it. You know, so I don't know where the lizard gone. All the look me, I look for him, I don't see him. He must run through the grill right there, so. I'm gone. Come, I don't see him, my love. I not see you. Come fun, come pitch up on the girl, yeah. Ah. Whoa. You see, sit now, drop. Stand a drop. You see, stand there, drop. Yeah. You know, so I can't find my remote for my fan. See ya, yeah. So how you doing, people? How you doing? Happy Thursday to you guys. Happy Thursday. Me say last night, people, I never tired, so. You know, so when I come off of the live, people, when I came off the live yesterday in the day, I sat right here and I was watching the telly. And I said, "Can you say me I go cook the little Caesar rice, right?" So I said, "Me don't want the saltfish, because I never have no saltfish." Rasta Jah. You know, say, me sit down and watch the TV and the TV I watch me. And my phone, all my phone on, because I watch the TV and I listen to Rosalie. Yeah. And that was what? I come off of the live, like what, after 2, so? Some minutes past 2 or so. You know, say, I think there, I might come from work and I wake up. Might come from work and I wake up. Me hear the grill. And I saw me jump up out of my sleep. Exactly 2 minutes past 5. Yeah. Or later than that. Can't that dust up. Yeah, night just did that come down. Can you imagine? Me tired, you know? Jeez, I'm crying. Me tired. Drop asleep. And never wake up. Need this to support my back. Ah, frightness of till. And you know, say, all time vex. Because you say mind upon the thing there. My mind upon the Caesar rice. Yeah, all time did vex my love. I'm accustomed to it. Normally I have a food stall at Carnival. I haven't done such my son and my 2 nieces for the cooking. And tomorrow I have 6 servers in uniform to serve. Okay. I still only for work. At what time I go sleep? When I like up the life, no good night. I never say good night, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good all of them. Bless up on yourself. One I go on with. Yes, happy Thursday to you guys. Happy Thursday to you guys. Phone, where are you? Where are you, phone? I don't know where the phone is. I just have the phone. Oh. Phone the right just beside me. I'm here, look fit. Me rotted. When you say sleep, I forgot wait till Friday morning. No, sir. I saw it going on. You have to do your work, though. What you going to do? You have to do your work. You have to do what you have to do, don't it? A life. A life, you just have to do what you have to do. Yeah. Yes, people. They say me I look for something. Me hear about one woman. Me hear about one thing there. Some lady where must it burn up her something. Must it burn up her something, them say. Me say me I try. Me hear the news on TikTok, somebody was playing it. Me never burn up her, chop up her, what kind of up. But something. So ATMs did come back to Jamaica again? Where Rasta Jaya say? We did have ATMs come back to Jamaica again? You never know.
Do you understand my English, but cannot speak like me? You know the words. You understand? Good afternoon and welcome to the beginning.
Larissa, Wagwan.
30 Haitians repatriated after illegal landing in Portland. St. Anne Municipal Corporation split over legacy.
You never know say ATMs land back at come at Jamaica again. Them love over here. Good night, Jeff.
40 Haitians have been sent back just
No,
days
sir.
after illegally landing at a beach in Kensington, Portland. The group was
Always
supported
Portland.
Wednesday night by a Jamaica Defense Force vessel. They were being held at a facility in Manchester. According to reports on Sunday, the police detained 8.
Oh, you did it. Your eye operation yesterday. Everybody had eye operation. Yeah, the third one, you know. Winifred, Idita, now you. So everything all right though. Everything work out. Oh. You never know say
Males and 3 females, including at
three
least 2
three
children.
males.
9
Three
others were
males, 3
subsequently
females.
found. 5 Haitians remain overrun.
So 5 of them gone. 5 of them get away. Rasta Jah.
Operation Tuesday over the reduction in spending on legacy projects across the parish.
So 5 of them get away. I wonder who for backyard them in. Wonder who for backyard them in. It must that bad though. Where them no want stay. Must that bad. But it funny man. Them neighboring country they can't run go there. It's so sad. Why eat it? The Asians them meet it though. That's all me have to say. Hey Zo. You know about strain your eye, Nerissa. So you get special glasses to wear and thing. You never know say the Asian them not they've not gone for we. Another thing don't even not go on for we. Hey, You know hear about the beauty queen there. She's on crime. I didn't want to come today. Come talk about it, but unfortunately I couldn't. With the beauty queen. Where you know, commit that's something there. Commit that's something there. That's same something there. Oh my God. I mean I listen and I say to myself, say, good night, Maxon. Long time. Oh. This one I think I me have somebody on the live when name, so you know, I'm not sure if I use the same one. From Brazil, welcome. Vivian, welcome. Bless up on yourself. Happy Thursday. Yeah. Me I say, you know, me that I run through some little video with her. You know? And oh, you know, she a talk. But then me I wonder, me no know, and I like me do no research on it and whatever. You know? But me just I say, if, you know, like, no family member, me not know, I'm quite sure, you know, one family member, you know, probably, you know, take her serious and, you know, probably did maybe try to get help. Me not know if nobody did try to get help or what. Because she just say, sometimes I feel like I want to jump off of a cliff. I feel like I want to take some pill and do this to me. She just always feel like she want to kill herself. You understand? She said she don't know where the thoughts come from. She don't know. But she said, when I remember she said, do I want to die? No, but maybe that's the easiest way out. Because, you know, she don't want to live like that. I say, mighty God. How old she is though? I not even get her age. What's her name again? Tanya Sparling. That's her name? Me say me no know. Me see today. Me try listen to when time while me I drive. I say, my God, me feel sorry for her. I mean, I said to myself, say, you know, not blaming anybody because, well, she speak publicly, and that was like not recently, you know. So me don't know if nobody like did, you know, reach out to her or what. Today feel like Monday to me, see. I don't remember what she name. I don't know me with her. Remind me her name, somebody. Tyra Sparling. Tyra Sparling. Nice girl. Mental battle. Mental battle that, you know.
This evening, we turn the spotlight on the need for greater awareness surrounding mental health following another case of suspected suicide. This time it's of a former beauty contestant earlier this week. As Toronto Lions reports, the young woman who was battling with depression documented her thoughts in videos that have now gone viral. Now we must warn that's I'm fighting for my life. Aware.
Here they.
I feel like I need to go out and do something because
She literally said she'll fight for her life, you
my
know.
mind is trying to kill me. And if I do nothing, I am going to die, guys. Every day I get up, my mind tells me to go jump off a bill. It tells me to go and open on bills. It tells me to go and hustle. I am fighting for my life. Where do these thoughts come from?
Tell me listen this about 20 times to
I
rot
have no idea. They're my own thoughts, but do I want to be having them? No. Do I want to die? I
Like up the
mean,
life
it
for me,
would be
please,
easier,
people.
you know, than having to deal with the ups and downs of life. But boy, I don't know. All I know is right now I'm fighting for my life.
Hey, you know what me I said to myself? You see this from when?
I'm fighting for my life.
Well, people repost them and that's why they look so new. But that thing, this is from about 20 something. I know recent video them from about 2022, 23. I know recent video them. I just I said to myself, say, you know, depression. You understand what I say? She are going under a lot of depression. She going under a lot of depression. You understand? And people sometimes, you know, persons that probably all look on her and say, you know, probably she, you know, she's a beauty queen. She a young girl. She pretty. You know. You know, she, you know, I'm quite sure she's working in her job or whatever. And you know, I'll walk with a depressed she. Put this in the fridge, you know. I walk with a depressed she. You understand? Put it up at that, man. What could have depressed her and so? But you just never know. Because me I listen to quite a few of her videos them and she think there she was lonely too, you know. Me no know. Because loneliness can put people in depression and people. Yeah, loneliness can put it in a depression. Loneliness can put it in a depression too. Loneliness. Loneliness can put you in a depression. I'm not asking no comment. You stop comment or something. Okay. Loneliness can put you in a depression. She said one night she come from one party and she just go home and she just lie down on the bed. And she said, boy, you know, she alone. She just feel lonely. You know, she not have no. You know, she just feel lonely for me, you know, she want a partner and have a partner. And then, you know, who knows, in a few circles, people just call her mad girl. You understand? In our circles, who knows? You understand? People going through a lot, you know. This young lady had fame and recognition, but unfortunately her mind is so mixed up. She cannot function. Depression is a thing that is difficult to deal with and understand. Yeah. You know that me I say, you know, she have all of them something, the fame and everything, and I'm quite sure she know a good job living in a nice little apartment. Look nice, slim and trim and look good. You know, me not all like look how false dolly body them. She just neat and look nice. And so I mean, I say, you know, we can look on it and say, why would she be depressed? But I bullshit that. We can't even ask a question there. Because anybody at all can go through depression. Me go through depression already. I don't know, one nice thing. Anything can fling you in a depression. Financial problem, you can lonely, man problem, anything at all can fling you in a depression. And me I say, she talk about it, she express what she's feeling. But me don't know. I wonder like how she think there. Like how she talk about it and say, her mind are the things to her because her mind I tell her to jump off a cliff. Her mind I tell her to take some pill and analyze herself. Her mind I tell her say, stab up herself. Her mind I tell her a lot of things. And she said she don't know what it is. She don't know what causes it. I wonder if she did I wonder if she did go doctor. I wonder if she did try get help. Like how, she could she talk about it. She express herself, on the media. I wonder if she did actually try to get help. Or she just, because listening to her, it not sound like she think that to me. It not sound like she in denial. It sound like she knows that yes, something is wrong. Because as she said it. You understand? As she said it.
Hi guys. So
You don't wanna.
I have come to the conclusion that God doesn't exist
Watch
here
it.
on earth.
Look there. They can't even play this loud because music are playing there. She's come to the conclusion that God don't exist. Because the reason why she reached right there, because she had battle with this thing, battle with this thing. You understand? And it's like, to she, it now fix. But me just wonder if she did ever try fix it. Like how she acknowledge, say something, she acknowledge that something is wrong. Me I wonder if she ever try fix it. Because remember, say acknowledgement are the key, people. Acknowledgement are the key,
In a span of just a few weeks,
Acknowledgement is the key. And if she acknowledge that she's sick and she have got through them whole heap of something in her brain, but that sound like schizophrenia, Because my uncle did schizophrenia, and I saw Uncle Kenneth used to, chat to himself. He used to chat to himself a lot and laugh. But you still can't send him go buy something and him go buy it and come back. You understand? It's just that. And a long time I'm sick enough from a little, because I remember me telling you this all the while, say. Me say my mother said she left me on the bed. And she left me right on the bed there, so. And put two pillows so I don't roll off. So know, say, she said she run garden shop and my uncle thing there. Just take it two pillow them and shove me and the two pillow them over to the side and lie down. And when time she come back, she can't find me. She don't know where me there. I told her something she see I go so. I told them. She see I move. Me the headway drop off of the bed in that corner. Hey. Okay, just dash me away. Schizophrenia. She said she left me. One little bath pan. Because she never have no pram. And, put one pillow in there and catch me. And she said, Kenneth, watch Bam Bam for me. Because from them time, my name Bam Bam, Yeah, from a barn. And she said, she run to the shop up then. She said, Jesus, I'm crying, the rain come down same time. So she said, you know what? She stopped in that shop little and she buy what she said, Jesus, I'm crying, me can't even wait for buy when I buy. Me I go run, go back round. And she said she run, go back round in the rain. And when she run, go back round in the rain. Okay, go in her house, shut the door and left me out there in her bad pan. Soaking wet rain and pulp and fall for me like hell. And why is it thing to live with mad people, mental people, Yeah. oh, Kenneth left me out a door. He that bad part, my mother tell me, I laugh every day, every day. And you know, say, me end up going to Bobby and Tony and the two daughters, them, and I even did have to go pick them up at Creech for me, you know, at daycare, you know, for me, you know. So when time my mother come in, go pick them up at daycare for me. But them time they, you know, him never bad. When time me know him, when me grow big, yeah, him never bad. As if they get a little work and him, you know, doing thing. Him never so bad. But them time they like, them never know what doing. People tell my granny, my mother say I hold by them, hold by him and this, that, and one bag of foolishness. That I'm a sick man, sick schizo. I wonder if she got help and it didn't work. And that me I wonder to end with if she get help and it never work. Because me see acknowledgement there. Me see she acknowledge that she's sick. She knows that she's sick. She knows she's having these bizarre thoughts in her head. You understand? Cammy Royal. Where did they? Cammy Royal Saturday night a party. Me not see a birthday party. Where were you? You need to go watch it, my love. She's basically crying out for help. Probably needs intervention. Someone to step in and help her to seek counseling. Exactly. That's a cry out for help. She acknowledge it, says she's sick, and she a cry out for help. That's what I see. That's what I see when I listen, watch a video. That's what I see. I see a young lady crying out for help. So me I wonder in myself, in my head now, if nobody did really take her serious, or the thing she just do making content. And that me I wonder, you know, if nobody did really say them just think she make content. I don't know. Why I don't know. I wonder what she went through to get to the top of her profession. Not beyond the whole. Have to make someone believe in the sacrifices what she ambitions. Yes, because sometimes you know I did it. Then Harry, bless up yourself. Sometimes you know I did it. You see, sometimes I did it with all some of them, you know, modeling career. I don't know if she used to do model. I know she was a farmer contestant in the Miss Jamaica world. She was a farmer contestant. As I said, I never do no research like that because I was so busy today. So, I don't know if she used to do modeling too because she looked like she used to do modeling too. You understand? She looked like she used to model too and so. So, I don't know. Because you see, they're modeling something there. Hey? I know normal sitting, you know, people. Forget sponsor, you know. A pair blouse and skirt, them money man, rich man, they sponsor them, you know. And I want to have them way with them, you know. I real something, you know. But I think say I find alone the top me right yesterday, you know. I real something, forget sponsors, you know. Yeah. You know, just them, just sponsor them, so, you know. Because God, He knows what some of these young ladies go through, what them went through, them been through. God, He knows how much foolishness, how much kind of bizarre sexual acts them go through, you know. I don't know what you're telling about me need for do modeling. You see old people modeling? Where you say from the Flintstone? Me know what you tell me say. I want me to go model sheet. Wrap sheet round me. Your belly have a flat and your waist go in, my love. I mean I have no flat belly and my waist not go in. I mean I have no waist, my love. Why me no know? That is a young lady crying out for help. Ow. Whoa, give me a second, the people foot hurt me, see? That is a young lady crying out for help. Yeah. Look at that foot. It smells and shiny. People of all ages matter. It's 2025 and everyone needs representation. But me not see none of them. Me not see nobody. Me not see no play young girl, me see a model. Where Marga like stick and them collarbone tan up. I mean I want Marga so with my collarbone tan up. Cause when you get go up in a 8 and 2 Marga, it don't look good, my love. You have to have a look of flesh by your body. You have to have a look of flesh by your body, my love. But I mean not tell no lie. I feel it fear. I have to cup up my foot. I feel it fear. Because I know nothing new. Or something we should have got through a long time. Something we should have got through a long time, and it's unfortunate, you know. It's unfortunate. Hey, rotted people! I forgot for 10 for sure. No. Watch out. Computer plug out. Huh? I forgot for sure. No. Look here. Look here, guys. Look here. Look here. Look here, then, Harry. Wait there. Look here, then, Harry. Green screen. Green screen. I'm back. I am back. Make it stay. I am back. Yes, I'm going to trust the phone, my love. I'm going to trust the phone because I didn't really need a phone. Got the phone there, bullshit. It restart the life. It the one bag of sitting. It jump the screen. It do all kind of sitting. I can't manage it. Why Jamaica and foreign the same thing, you know? Because I trust the phone without $1. So you know the phone there. Hey! What me for do? How else me da go get a phone? How else me da go get a phone? So, all me can say now, when you just send up like a super chat, when you just put something at the kitty, all who never get nothing for the birthday, and did promise, now is the right time, because the phone I have to pay for. I have to connect with them. I don't want it. Yeah, I own my bad fan. If I was me alone, I wouldn't need my phone. If me never do this, I wouldn't need no phone, my love. DP, bless up yourself, my brother. Where you going with? So me need your help, alright? I mean, I go come every day, come beg, you know. Because I don't know if you do it, it don't feel good. But I don't have no picture on it for putting at the background. Yeah. I don't have no picture for putting at the background. Yeah, but green screen I keep. Because I know say I hold the phone at all and can't do it, you know. Hold the phone at all and can't do it. DP, what going on? Winifred, how you doing? Oh, you need to watch the party tonight. When I come off live, I gotta watch the party. The party was lit. Yes, the party was lit. It was lit. Me not no picture for putting in the background because me not no SIM card tonight. Me need to get a SIM card, a screen protector and a case. So DP, with the year, did I talk about the young lady who committed suicide? Tyra Sparks Pauline, you know, the former contestant in the Miss Jamaica. I don't know if a Miss Jamaica Universe or whatever, or Miss Jamaica World or which one. Yeah, you know, she just Marlene, she just did it, you know, cry out for help. And you know, me just I wonder if, you know, people just see it and just think she just do it for content or what. You understand what I say? Because them say I must find her door, sheet wrap around her neck. But she analyze herself hard though. Because me couldn't do that. But then she say her mind, I tell her things to do to herself. Her mind. So I probably got, that's why she did it. Because, you know, with more things, so, you know, you that take some pill and, you know, you just overdose and call it a day, but, you know, forgot through all of that painful. Can you imagine our family is hurting? This is hurting. This is a tragedy that will find it hard to understand. Yeah, because probably, can remember, you know, Idita, you know, you have people who just look on it. We see it every day. We see it every day where people just say, not to the girl, not to the boy. Attention, she seek. Da 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 da. Hey, because me a lot of people, me did I say in a Jamaica. In a Jamaica, me not think we understand mental health. You understand? Me not think we understand it. Most of us. But all over the world, a lot of persons, people, they don't, it's like they don't take it serious. I know a girl, you know, her baby father. She realized her baby father, something wrong with him. Something is wrong with him. Him do the most things. Something is wrong with him. She has him sick up the dream. But him father just failed to understand that something is wrong with him. Him father said, nothing in a dream. Nothing in a dream. I won't listen, worthless. Nothing in a dream. Why I don't know? I don't know when we are going to understand. But we just hope our family them, somebody did, you know, help her along the way. And, you know, me as well, M would say, maybe she got help her, you know, it didn't work. And me don't know. You know, me don't know. So many unanswered questions, you know. So many questions to ask. So many questions to ask. So many questions to ask. But one of them things there. One of them things there. But DP know much about mental health still. You know? Me know little. You know, like me see it in front of my eye with my uncle. You know, but that's so far, you know. Yeah, go and go wash your teeth, as God to you all the while. But more you come give you a little, a little talk on it. A little 10 minutes talk on it. It's sad. So today me I drive and me I hear me I hear them a mention about thing there. The CPS situation with the young lady over TikTok. Yeah, me hear them that talk about it on the news today. After this afternoon. Or this afternoon or this evening. Me hear it. Janet Johnson, bless up yourself. I think this afternoon. Yeah man, at today. In a midday news, I think. I'm not sure. In a midday news, I could have swear. Yeah. The thing tagged you in was a 24-year-old mother here. Let me look on my Facebook. Let me look on my Facebook. I see him thing I name on Facebook too. Blessings, Sheila. Are you name Maurice Whitaker on Facebook? But this a comment. Oh, wait there. No, this a... I wonder if I hit this. Oh, with one Valerica woman is accused of trying to kill her 3 young children in comments. And for your mother, your father, who's crying on live and saying how she couldn't hold on and she took her kids to the pool and say she would unalive her and them. I must say it's same one. A this. Come on YouTube, read it and come lock me up. I don't love lock up people. Valerie mother accused of trying to unalive her kids after live stream. Ratted, tirade and doubts about handling motherhood. But she look young. She look young, Emwit. She look young. Yeah, she look young. We see it. So where is this? A Fox News, so on a Jamaica then. On a Jamaica then.
Leading used car exporter.
Yeah, well, but people have got
Get the
through
best
things,
deal
you know.
on used Toyota SUVs and pickups
Come on.
at affordable prices.
A whole lot of people have got through things, you know.
Mother under arrest now after live streaming one of the worst things imaginable. Last night, 24-year-old Shanice Willingham broadcast to the world that she'd had it with family life and would be ending it for herself and for her children. And she almost did, but thankfully witnesses stepped in to save them all. Fox 13's Evan Axel Megas live at the Hillsborough County Courthouse to explain how this all went down, Evan.
Well,
Oh
she
my
had an
God.
argument with her family over child care and said that she couldn't take it anymore. Well, she made sure that everyone knew what she was about to do, and that ultimately may have saved their lives. Shanice Willingham had her mind made up.
I was never afraid. I never had a support system, so who the hell am I going to leave them
24-year-old with 3 children, that's a lot, you know.
Deputies are using as part
That's
of their
a
investigation. It shows Shanice walking
24.
with her kids to a community pool just after 1 Thursday morning.
On it, she says she loves her kids.
I'm right here. Oh, it's so beautiful at the pool, y'all. It's so beautiful.
Just after that, court documents say she used a rope to tie herself to the children, who are aged 3, 2, and 8 months, and jumped into the
3,
deep end of the
2,
pool on Sacramento
and
Street in
8
Del Rico.
months.
Family members who arrived by car jumped the fences and pulled the 4 people out,
3,
saving all of them.
Oh my
She was
God.
arrested by deputies and appeared on Thursday afternoon at a child custody hearing from her jail cell. Their father, Theo Williams, tried to get custody, saying he was not involved in what happened. But attorneys for the children argued he had known about her mental health issues and never tried to stop them from being around her.
They just said that I had knowledge of her mental health. So
All right,
told them,
you see it? And that's the problem, you know. Yeah, but here, Emily. And that's the problem, you know. He knew about her mental health. You understand? He knew about all of that. And he do not know to stop it. That's what I like how deep America go with them something that we even though most of the foster home them are garbage cause you know people them they get no help. Not all of them, you know, cause it can't be all of them. You understand? Because this woman have 3 kids for you. Right? Apparently I feel 3 people them 3-year-old, 2-year-old, and 8 months old. So that means say Yana I do go straight. Cause 1 and 8 months old, I do go straight and she very fertile. You understand? Probably not even in the kids them life like that. It not appear in her mind. You know every minute she get pregnant and have this whole baby. 24 we are talking about, you know. 24-year-old, you know, we are talking about, you know. 24-year-old. She a little baby girl that all showing her face. Little baby girl that when I'm 24, me act like a fire gun all about my business. But I never have no baby yet. I don't know. It's just come like with the same situation with roads or something. The father was there too. You know, them him see everything. I don't know. It's sad. But I'm glad somebody saved them.
At a second hearing today, a judge agreed to hold her in custody until a formal hearing is held.
Doesn't make sense to hold her in custody. She need help.
Should be held in no bond until we can have that hearing.
She has previous mugshots for other family-related incidents, but in this case, HCSO detectives say she had an argument with family members over child care.
There was a reach out for help of the live stream, and we can be so grateful for the people that took that seriously and listened and then were able to jump in when support and help was needed of literally life-saving measures.
Oh my God.
But the Crisis Center of Tampa Bay does want to take this opportunity.
So what may I say now? Look upon it. In Florida, look at it this way. With the same young girl, the girl Tyra. Where she live? She live in the States or she live in Jamaica? Was it in the States? Because as I said, I never do no research like that. For real, Emwit, for real, because you know, he lived there with them also. You understand? He lived there with them also. You understand what I say? For real. Because look there. Look at it. All him deaf and him never know nothing. Him never was a part of it. But come on, 3, 2 and 8 months 8 months year old, 8 months I mean, and 2-year-old and 3-year-old, and she had just 24-year-old. You're dead. You're not going with things. You understand? And yes, them say she a family member have an argument about, you know, caring for her child. So You know, she just lose it. Me not make no excuse for her, but then if a mental health, me have to make an excuse for her. If it's mental health, when it's not mental health and a carelessness and yeah, war over Teely and them something that's a different thing. When you're depressed over Teely, that's a different thing. You understand? Children, this is a traumatic episode that they are going to have counseling for a long time. Yeah, she said he wasn't helping consistently. Now her life gone down the drain. And them something that depress her, you know. Them something that depress her, you know. Because you look on yourself. And you say to yourself, say, look at it, man. Me a 24-year-old. And me have 3 mouth for rotted feed. I wonder if you know, say. I wonder if you know, say, if your mother don't have the help and have children. And then it's like say she have to just say, look here, my life don't even mean a real mother. We say, you know, my life don't mean nothing right now. You understand? It's all about my kids right now. You know how hard it is for a young girl get pregnant, have one child and she alone. You know how hard that is? And 3/4 of the time, she probably live with her parents, but the body live with family member, you know, somewhere. But the body not really pay on the mind, she have to still fend and whatever. You can imagine if she have to pay, if she have to pay rent and live on her own. You know how hard that is. If you go live by your own and pay rent, support your child where you know so you can't make your pitney hungry. It's like you just tell yourself, say, look here, this is not about me anymore. I can't do nothing for myself. I have 3 mouths for feed. You give up on everything. You can't even do your hair. I not talk about nails. Because that's not necessity. Not even here. Me that put here for say a necessity. Because come on. Your hair need to look good. I not say you have to go put in wig and this and that. But it need to wash and comb. You understand what I say? Daphne, bless up yourself. You understand what I say? Come on, oh my God. All of them something you can depress you, you know. Go by your head, you know. Jesus. Society and a whole needs to improve on mental health literacy so that the signs and behaviors are easier to recognize and understood. I totally agree with that 100%. Winifred says she long for hear your voice, Mr. Producer. Because you were wait pan for come do the little last part of it, you know? To come educate we. But we just want you give it. I want you to give us real life episodes also. You know, real life episodes. And what are the signs to look for, you know, when somebody in a family are going through depression, you know, mental health and so. You understand? And how we should treat them. Ingrid, bless up yourself, my sister. Happy Thursday to you, darling. Mom, how come you have 3 young children, one after the other? Come on, you can get free birth control. What's so good about it? It's sausage that you can't leave it alone and work on yourself. In a modern time, don't it? Alicia, good night, sweetie. We say in a modern time, don't it? But some people fertile, you know, Idita. Some people fertile. I don't know as them do them breed. I saw me did fertile too, you know. I remember say a 2 time I bring twin, you know. Yeah. Some people fertile, you know. But then a modern time now, you know. I don't know. It happens. Good night, Chef Noel. It happens. I don't know how them do it. Boy, I don't know, everybody different, you know, because when time me did younger, you know, and them something, you know. Me never want to be a teenager, a teenage pregnant girl. You understand? Me did a thing about long titty and mark up belly. Me did a say me never want that. Because the way me did love myself. You understand? Me know me never have no whole heap of baby. Somebody that forgot tie me up and breed me up. You understand? Me know me never have no baby. But everybody know, not really. Me don't know love themselves and value themselves so much. Me don't know. Me just never did I go do that. Me know from long time so me never did I go do that. Nobody never have to tell me. Me know say me never did I go do that. Because that's a young age to have a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 8 months. Who wouldn't go in a depression? Who wouldn't stress? Mighty God. Who wouldn't stress? But all the man too. Come on, the two of them. Him no use condom. Boy, them say them like it raw. Alright then. Pill. Me don't know. People still take injection. I put in coil and them something there. Me don't know. Come on, me don't know. Where you say you're not the place? Oh, your brother birthday, you said, huh? God have mercy, me ears that squeeze me as a little. Can't manage it. The glasses that squeeze me ears as a. Sometimes it just make you so feel funny, so man, I don't know. Why it's sad. My mom says him a talk to me in the comments because him no want no body cussing. You know, so me hear him say it, I better TV that pick up. Me never that pick up, you know. I don't realize that in my chat say. Fertile me ass. The man doesn't contribute to your well-being. Leave it alone. Where you say? Where you say I'm not fertile, she fertile. No, sir. I did I say fertile me ass. Boy, I don't know. I think everybody can control them pum pum still and control if you want baby or whatever. But I don't know if everybody in the frame of mind. One time I grew up, I mean used to see some girl are pregnant 12, 13 and them something there. Mima, forgot being mad at them time there. I'm favorite mama rotted. Me love dress up nice and comb my hair and do hair and sit there. Me have time for look after baby. Me never did that. Me don't know. Me never did think that way they do. You'd have one something with them called pearl. Yeah. Yeah. Them call it pearl. You don't know pearl? Mm-hmm. Rotted. If Pearl could have talked, Pearl would have said, me love it, me love them. And then when time me discover condom, that's it. Rasta ja. Me don't know. But me just know say for me 24, I have a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 8 months. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. Anybody that would have gone in a depression to Rasta ja. You know Pearl, don't it, Daphne? Me feel I rotted. For me Pearl just throw down right on the dresser, like not hide. No shame never in my game. Right out of Slipe Road, me go. Go buy it at one pharmacy right at the corner of the stoplight. Remember, good. Right out of Slipe Road, Tarnton Bridge. You call right there, so Tarnton Bridge, yeah? Go on the right there, so. And the shop, and one store, one pharmacy. Did them right on the corner, right there, so. And you could have stand up right there so and look, cross for walk, go Euro Circle. Yeah, through the Wapland and go Euro Circle, yeah. Right there, so there on the corner of Slipe Road. A Slipe or Sliping Road, which one they call that one, I don't know. But that one there. Yeah. 2 is better than too many. And that used to come on the TV, my love. The maths brain from primary school. Go knock on our friend door. Remember the advertisement, whatever. Remember it? Everybody used to skip the brown one, but the brown one I iron. Yeah, long after me did know. Yeah, and if you miss one, you just take two the next day, my love. Yes, and it cheap, cheap, cheap. It never there. One time I did feel shame for buy, but then me not shame, me never shame again. Yeah. Remember? Because if you not stand up strong, peer pressure reach at them time there, and it make it look like say, you know want breed and they will call them mule and all kind of sitting. Yeah. If a mama rotted. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Titty can long, you know, but me never want my titty long before time. Yeah. Oh, my titty for long in my teenage years or my 20s years. No, not looking at go so. Me believing in that. No. And them time the store love I keep. Yeah, man? Oh, me that go. My daughter is 30 years old and she has 3 kids, 7, 9, 6. Was very upset when she started. We say it upset, don't it? Lord have mercy. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes the people that sometimes young people not think. You understand? Them love the guy. Me don't know. Sometimes you know they don't really protect themselves. You know, probably they're not exposed. Me don't know. You did talk to her, you know, or whatever. You are the talk. Me never get no talk. You understand? Me never get no talk. Me never get no talk. But me just know say. The girl, when I meet that group and the girl when me see have the baby so young, them never look so nice. You understand? Them not look so nice. Them look like them are suffer. Me just never want another line there. Yeah, me never want to be that girl. Not at all. Me didn't want to go at tracks and Splendor Heights. You know, when me I go to high school and them something. I don't want a baby. Me want to go at tracks. After me left the class. Me want to go at tracks. Yeah. My teacher tell us if we are ashamed, she will buy the pearl for us. I lie. Teacher said when ashamed, she will buy it for them. You used to go buy my one myself, but they remember how much fee, but they did cheap, it never there. Night Vicky, it never there. Me now lie, I had 3 when I was 21. 13 years later, I had another. When you say you wait long when you couldn't even believe you have to catch up back by yourself. And them say you can't have your kids when you're young, you know. Yeah. Have your kids when you're young. Yeah, have your kids when you're young. But you still have to know, say, you know, put yourself through too much suffering and you have to know, say, you have a good background, you know, good family union, you know. Family there behind you, we can, you know, yeah, we can help. Because it's not easy to be alone with a lot of kids. It's not easy. You're alone, your mother not help, the father not, everybody just say, you're lucky you're going to breathe again every minute you breathe and dip on your case. Nobody, you know, nobody to keep your baby. Remember one Saturday, I never have nobody to keep my baby, you know. On a Saturday, you know, I couldn't go work. You know what that means for a year, just I can't go work on a Saturday. You know what that mean? I never have nobody to keep my baby. And my mother never gone there and whatever, I never have nobody to leave my baby them with. I'm dare not call them father because that's not happening. Because him always at work. We say our father still mad at her. Even though we still have no pretty little grandkids them. Because if I look at it this way, you know, we all want our kids to, you know, come out to something. We don't want them life hard like, if we did go through it hard, And when I say go through the life hard, I mean like say, your mother have you and nothing not going on. I talk about you having your kids and going through a hard time with them. You understand? Because probably I have them too fast. Alright, she have a nice husband and everything good. Thank God. Yeah. Because children are blessings, Nothing wrong, if you have babies, Children are blessing. Yeah. Children are blessing. Yeah. Because everybody want them pum pum give life. Everybody want them pum pum give life. Don't it? No matter what. But if you can't, that's so. But you don't mind. If your pum pum can't give life, you're going to make it give life. Sitting my grandkids for my daughter. Boy, nobody never saved the other one. But she named Tyra Sparling. She never make it. I don't know if nobody never reach out. I don't know if nobody never believe her. Or what. I don't know. DP, where you there? Hurry up now. Are we at the Vaseline? Are you stopping up the laundry? But it's just with the girl with the three kids. A stress cause her if you have mental health, it look like. Me and a doctor, I just say. Like stress. The whole thing with, with 3 babies and a stress. Cause me I try fatomit in my brain. I told me did have one time still, And then me I say, yeah, Vaseline. Remember for oil your body crack. Cause it will dry and split. Yeah. Why, Father God? Yeah, stress bring on a lot of things in life. Yes, I know. I did depressed one time and I was so goddamn depressed. I not lie. I so depressed I never forget the Sunday. I made have got through it. 2 times I got through it, I can't remember. 2 times I got through it. When I do the man in money and couldn't pay him, I faint. The man come for money, I just feel adrenaline rush. Right away, I just skin over. I don't know. My body never know what else to do. And the man stick me up and go to him never have no gun. I see him all the while, but I don't know if you remember me. And me definitely not playing a Frankie. Lord Jesus Christ, I remember one day that time, and the doctor did give me some pill and I take them, it made me feel so good. It made me feel like nothing happen. But then my pharmacist cousin tell me, said, don't take them. But even before him tell me, I not even did even, yeah, me listen to him, but, me have a work one day, and I just, one only me get to, I just sail them through the window. I never dash the pill back just in case I go stop and pick it up back. I just pull it and seal it, because I know I never have go to work and pick it up one, because I'm not jog it, poke it. But them did really make me feel good. That's how people get addicted to drugs, I just dash them away. Just dash them away and pray. At that time, they did really did make total submission to God by myself. Yeah, by myself. That time, they did really make total submission by myself to God. Remember one another time again, I'm there home this Sunday. I mean, I know, I say it. I say, said, lovers and stuff, I just feel like friggin' just kill myself. Yeah, I say it. I say it out of my mouth. So I just feel like kill myself and just end this shit and call it a day. And I say it. And it's like, same time my phone ring. And my girlfriend called me and like, I don't know, but something me just snap right out of it. And my mind just go run right by my kids and I just say, shit, that's selfish. What happened to my kids then? Who are gonna love them like me? Who are gonna take care of them like me? Yeah, that just coming in my head right away. And it's like I just snap out of it and I just start praying. I just say, that. Yeah, but too much people can't do that. Look at these baby mothers are children, having children, and don't have the experience to handle stress. There's no self-worth or ambition. As I talk about that, how is your friend? How is your friend Idita? I watch your birthday video. You're going with yourself. The birthday name Vivian. A birthday name, you know. Yes, my love. Yes, DP. We want to give you a little synopsis. That's a word name. And you know mental health. You know, if you know any life situation, you know, life situation and how we can detect it, you know? What are the signs? Oh, cataract remove a little. She's still extremely low. All she wants to know how the piece of dog shy is doing. You know, say, oh, the phone here ring. Another phone here for ring, you know. Oh, the phone here. 1 second, the DP. I'm going to switch the SIM card. I swear, I'm going to switch the SIM card. DP. Hang up. And just go in your contact and call me. Don't go in that, don't call me from thing there. You hang up already to rest of you. Go in your contact and call me. I choose some of the number gone off on this. Go in your contact and look for my number and call me. Why you last? Call no DP. Call me. It don't really matter. Call. Mm.
No, you said I was telling you that freedom of deal will take me like with the amount of money they're gonna charge me for long distance.
No. Or you reach a long distance. In your contact, in your WhatsApp. In your WhatsApp. You don't have contact in a WhatsApp?
That's where I was calling you from. All the people.
No, through me send a message to you. Me I say probably you just use back the same one there and call me. So me I tell you say go in your contact, in a WhatsApp and call me. Because me change the SIM, me didn't want you call me on the other phone, but it's okay.
No, I'll call. So I will do that. Then I'm going to contact and call you. Okay.
All right. I'd say man, no problem. Talk. Yeah. No man, talk. Probably me think me switch it, I mean not switch it. But I could have swear I did.
First of all, I wanna say, lots of blessings and respect to all the wonderful friends and people in the chat, And I was listening to you earlier about when you were talking about this issue, and I'm telling you, I've been watching her for a while, when she first came out and was expressing, what she was going through, and even though people may think she's psychotic, but it seems as if she was going through, in a way, also a psychotic episode, as in the things that, how she related to stuff and, how she was moving towards it.
But let me say something. Where it happened? In Jamaica or abroad?
Yeah, Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yeah, but the thing is, too, you made a point where you said if there's an identifiable way for this type of behavior, unfortunately, it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50 thing. Why? Because as I said, in all fairness, I did a program as it relates to mental health for months. It was a 6-month program, and I had to interact with people that were approaching things in different ways, how they feel life itself. And one have to understand that, I don't know, this situation with this young lady, it affected me big time. It affected me big time because I know someone very close that has now been diagnosed for a while now, not now, diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and this person seems to think that they're okay, they're fine, so they put up a defense mode, you understand, by saying, I'm fine, nothing is wrong with me. The unfortunate thing with our culture, and I would say especially in Jamaica, but it's global in a sense that it depends on how one deals with it. And I hear you were talking about it earlier.
But wait there. But wait there. But in her case, DP, she acknowledged that something is happening in her mind.
Yes, right. I was gonna get to that.
Yeah.
So what happens sometimes is that sometimes we, and a lot of people have a tendency, they'll talk to themselves and they'll answer themselves. And I'm sure that if there's 100 people on the life, 50, 40, or 30, at one point or another in our lives, we have been.
I chat to myself, but I don't answer.
Go ahead.
I chat to myself.
I don't want to interrupt you.
No, I say I chat to myself.
Yeah, so people have a tendency to talk to and answer themselves. The problem is, she said that all the things that were happening to her, she have thought on more than one occasion to unalive herself. And during that period of time, even thinking of unaliving herself, she's also answering herself. And, in our culture, it is hard for us as people of color a lot of times to, we see it in Jamaica too, where you made a point earlier. So someone is going through a traumatic period of their life, and the first thing we're quick to say, no wrong with you, this year over, and that year over. And even to break it down, for ladies in here, maybe including yourself, who may say even if you're not 18, 19, 20, and you have had a child for the first time in your life, we know that women go through postpartum depression, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when women are going through these things, a lot of time people may get judgmental, not understanding that having that child, it's a tweak of a lot of the behaviors within your body itself. So when one looks at mental health affects you in such a way that you don't have control over even your behavior. You understand? And a lot of times, this is why when, if you notice, even in the news, when, you know, people are unalived by people in enforcement, especially in North America, not Canada, I've seen it in Canada, but not, I've not applied 3 cases, but to see it happen a lot of times in the States, wherein people that are going through mental breakdown, they are unalived by, you know, police officers who go to the scene. They have no training. They don't know how to handle these situations, and it gets out of hand. You understand? So it is hard for one to recognize directly that someone is going through a mental distress, because you can go silent. If you're if you're an introvert, as in, you know, I know most of us in the chat know who an introvert is, and if we can simplify it, you like stay by yourself. You don't like to be around people much, and you go home or you're in your environment. You just want your personal space. You're not talking to nobody. You understand? They have now found out that it's a tweak of one's mental capabilities. You understand? So sometimes I hear some people say, I'm not talking to nobody. I want to stay by myself. You understand? They are now saying people should be not like, you know, tell everybody a business. But you must always, and psychologists have said this, that it's good to have someone that you can talk to. You understand? Because her own words is that she reached out to people, but it's like she just could not get anywhere. But I think we must also remember that that's what she is saying. We don't know if the family members were giving her support in whatever way they can. Because this is what we call the slippery slope solution. Because she's saying she's getting no help, but maybe there was someone there to talk to her. You understand? So mental health interferes with your daily function. No matter what you do, once mental health sets in, your daily function is all over the place. You understand? And you experience distress. You understand? A lot of times
if me start talk to myself, me start pray. If me do something and my thoughts gone, I mean feel like me want to chat to myself, me bind it up and move on. I'm in a ratted man.
Yeah, but you know, don't use that word. In the program that I did, we don't.
Oh yeah, because me know. Yeah, not that, yeah.
But there's certain words that, okay.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to interfere with it. I don't want you to talk. But
no man, me say yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to use that word.
Yeah, because we could not use that word in the program that we're doing, because we had group sessions. So what happened was we were all in a circle and everyone expressed their. I was a part of who was interacting with them, and they gave their own scenario. They talk about things in life, in their life, what they were going through, etc., etc. And as a matter of fact, there was a young lady, not from the group that I was with, prior to that unalived herself, took a large amount of sleeping pills, and unfortunately she passed. So this situation with this young lady, again going back to it, it touched me to the core. Because I know someone that is diagnosed as being bipolar, someone I know very well. And when I see the condition, when I see the situation, it put this person is in total denial that nothing is wrong with her. You understand? So many of us, many of life, no matter what the experience may be, we have to sometimes take a step back and say to ourselves, does this person need our support? Absolutely. Because I'm telling you, this young lady, she reached that point in her life where she felt like the world gave up on her.
Yeah.
That's how people that struggle with some of them. Because what you have to, what we remember, we have to remember that some things happen, but they don't just happen out and away. You understand? It's something that builds up over time. And I'll give you one example. Years ago, I know an individual who was in law enforcement, and that person was in a situation where, an individual, was caught with a firearm that did lots of damages. We'll just break it down small. And the other two individuals that was with the person decided that, you know what, they're going to take a buyout and go against the person that they were working with. That person reached a point in his life where he put a firearm to his head. And people only found out after, because what he felt like his back was against the wall. You understand? So a lot of times we are bold enough, and our friends, we're bold, and we say we're bold and we're tough and we're strong, and we can go through this, and we're stronger than this person. But behind all this strength, we have our weaknesses. There was a quote that we use, and I still remember the quote. And we used to share with the group before we start. We used to say, celebrate progress, cherish equality, empower your dream, keep shining, keep inspiring. And we used to repeat this every time we were with the group, and I have it, I just memorize it from them every time, because at the end of the day, you have to give confidence. You have to help to build someone confidence. Look at what's going on with men who have served in the military. They have now used a design, a new name for it. Say they have PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder, right? Because of the experiences they have had, out in the battlefield and, things that they've gone through and stuff like that. But if you look deeply into it, what have happened to most of these men? After a while, you find them living on the street. They fall into one situation or another until, unfortunately, they unalive themselves. And in North America, especially US, you have at least 20,000 veterans, believe it or not, friends, that unalive themselves on a yearly basis. Think about that, 20,000.
So you think they're doing enough for that then? In DP, you think enough is been done for mental health people?
No, and you took that right out of my mouth. Because, you see, we unfortunately as humans, most of us, we tend to look down on it and see people that need help as trouble. We can't bother with them. We can't do this, we can't do that. I'll tell you a personal experience I had. During COVID, I was downtown Toronto. I was down at Nathan Phillips Square. For those in the chat who live here in Canada know Nathan Phillips Square. I was down here. And there was a lady of color, a black lady. And she was in a deplorable state. She had her sight, she was messed up. I mean, she was just standing on the road, none at all, right? So I went over to her, and because I work in healthcare before, well, my time was in healthcare and still is, but it's a different thing now. So I took her over to a group of females, because they had an opening here and they were doing stuff. And I said to one of the lady, she's in this state, and the lady said, we can't do anything about it, because if we try to give her a shower, we try to do whatever, she's within her rights, which actually she is, because she can't force her.
But them need to stop that something they do.
Yeah,
where them say them in within them rights. If you're an unsound mind, what kind of rights you have?
Well, this is what you see, the thing is, you must remember too, again, I go back to a term that we use, and for those in here who know the term, the slippery slope. Because sometimes a person, and this is something that it might sound laughable. There was this man one time who never showered for like 3 years, 2 to 3 years, apart from maybe for in wetting, maybe you could call it a shower. They took him, shower him down, scrub him, cut him here, and he passed 3 days after. So some people say because they get the shower and the grooming and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, there is nothing you can do, you understand, as it relates to forcing them. You can assist them, because back in the day, because here's the problem, and I'm trying to break it down in such a way that we all in the chat and on the live can understand. They had mental institutions in the States, or even in North America itself. These places were so run down, the people were treated badly, there was no care given to them, and they were experimenting on them, trying to find out the causes and stuff, and the effects and stuff like that, right? And then they found out that there was a lot of abuse taking place. So now, I know here from Canada, if you are talking to a nurse or a police officer or a civil servant, you understand, and you say, I have suicidal thoughts, they're going to report you, and they're going to make sure someone visit you to find out from you why you're going through this episode, why you feel this way, what is bothering you, what is on your mind, why do you consume these thoughts. So, you know, at the end of the day, they're sourcing everything, every means, they're finding every means possible to help people. They can't say to you, listen, we're going to forcibly take you into an institution. They will ask you if you would like to so and so and so, but because plain and simply, if you look at the streets of Philadelphia in the States and people that are hooked on fentanyl and all these drugs, they're just there like zombies. But they will not make an effort.
1 second, the DP. Real self, bless up yourself.
Yeah,
go ahead.
They will not make an effort to move them. And it's just sad. It is sad. And, you know, as I said, I've heard it even from when I was living in Jamaica, the culture. It be from law enforcement, it can be from nurses, teachers, even a trained practitioner. It doesn't matter who you are. People tend to see people with mental disabilities as, oh, them are mad people, and then this and that. Just speak it now, you know, them this and then that, and they live on the street and them don't want this and they want to not even stopping to find out from them, even have a talk with them. It's just like you're dealing with someone with dementia. They tell you, do not talk to them from behind, try to face them the same way you can deal with individuals.
GP.
Believe it or not, believe it, eh?
Let me give you a story. Me didn't know this lady back home. And she and her man live, a baby father, I put in their papa, them never married. And I remember if they married, but I not think so. Why I never remember so the popcorn in the microwave and it popped to the 30 minutes, it bitter. Yeah. So she had 2 kids for him, 2 daughters. They used to go to prep school. I know they're living at the ghetto and you're picking them and go to prep school. They look good. You understand? Yeah. You're not so bad. You understand? You're not so bad. You're not so bad with money. And so, she was a kept woman. She stay home and always look nice, people spoken and so. And the man work out and him drive. Them live at the ghetto, him drive and him pick them for prep school. Yeah. And you know, so that man went away. I don't know if probably him did up and filing and him don't tell her. You understand? And so, and him went away. And him carried the picnic them with him. I know that man never looked turn but the black eye. And look on a woman, you know, so that woman they start stone mad up until today.
Yeah.
Mad. And our sister mad too, but a lot of mercy stop using that word. I mean, she mental health, yeah. And our sister, I don't know if our sister died or she's still alive, but she always out of public hospital, sit down out of ground. So I don't know if it probably run of them family, and then that just happened to her, and it just trigger it, yeah. Stark stone. She never come back. Go ahead.
You remember what I said to you earlier about the trigger effect? Because always put this in the back of your head. Mental illness. Always put this in the back of your head. This is something that I learned through the program I was doing dealing with the resident, the patients, right? Mental illness. The big factors. I'm just sharing the big factors with mental illness. Depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. You understand? And addictive behaviors. No. Believe it or not.
Addictive behaviors like what? What are some of them? What are some of the addictive behaviors?
What was that, Mama?
No, me say what are some of the addictive behaviors?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the main one, and it might sound comical. You can be a sex deviant.
Okay.
Sex can be an addictive behavior.
Okay.
Gambling can be an addictive behavior. lying is an addictive behavior. As a matter of fact, you have people that lie so much that lies becomes truth. You understand? And believe it or not, these behaviors is heightened. That's the term they use for it. So it's like, I'm no knocking on you. I was listening to you when you were doing the day life and you were, that's where we were dealing with the lizard and you were saying you were going to buy this number, that this number. Even lottery, casino, those are addictive behaviors. And believe it or not, it's a form of mental disability. Some people will say, really, yes, because you're addicted.
Well, I'm not addicted to nothing.
Go ahead.
I'm not addicted to nothing because the Bible tells me that addiction is a sin.
I know, but see, here's the reasoning, Bamba. I understand what you're saying, but you asked me what is the addictive behavior. And I'm explaining to you that, for example, there are people that would go to the casino, and the females mostly, because people don't know the biggest gamblers at casinos are females. And
Yeah,
I'm
if it's
telling you straight
real.
up, trust me, believe me.
And older people too. Older
Go
people.
ahead. Come in like when you talk, yeah, go ahead.
And older people too.
Yeah, so these people, they will even wear hampers because they just feel that they shouldn't get up from the machine and go to the washroom.
Like seriously?
They do, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It happens, I'm telling you. Anyone in here that have been, like, I don't know, because I couldn't tell the last time I used to go to a casino, to be honest, and I think the most I've ever lost at a casino is $80, because for me personally, I don't think anything is wrong with anyone going, but we're talking about the addictive aspect of it.
You never go casino yet.
We use their mortgage, go ahead.
I've never been to one.
Yeah, people, they will have their mortgage to pay, they will have their bills to pay, and they say, you know what, I may have the 500 or the 400 for paying a bill, and I'll never see if I can turn it over or whatever, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Sex. People would not believe, both male and female, sex is an addictive behavior. If you're the type of person that, you especially like how some men just run up and down, yes, run this all over the place. You understand? It's a form of addiction. It depends on the level
Well,
of it.
you're supposed to know to DP because I remember with your past, yeah.
Are you having a conversation with me?
I'm just saying.
You don't take a 90-degree turn and you ask me a question.
Because I'm just saying, who is the best person to know that is an addictive behavior? You know, you have been there.
Everyone have been at one point or another, somewhere, somehow, some stage in their life. Alcoholism, addictive. Believe it or not, drunkard. If you know someone that's a drunkard, I remember when I was growing up, there were some Indians that lived where I live, when I live in the Convert area. And I used to see that man, one of the man, he died a long time ago. He would drink beer rum. That man, I've never seen him sober yet. It's an addictive behavior. Or one would say an addiction.
So you remember your pint where you did have a make before that? Before I cut you? You did have a make a pint.
No, make your point.
No, I'm saying you was gonna make a pint. No man, you before me stop you ask you what are some of the addictive behaviors, you did I make a pint? I say if you remember.
What was it? Well, my focus basically, because that's what the behavior, but I have to take a pause. The girl, she resonates. It just stays inside me. And why? Because I've seen over and over the things she spoke about, the way she feels, and we have to recognize, Bamba and friends, that no one is infallible, no one is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But where is the sympathy? Because as you said earlier in the new vlog, would you believe that even sometimes vloggers that you see behave certain ways, you don't know what they're going through. People might taunt them on social media. People might say things about them. People might be always on their case.
Good night, Danny boy.
They can be going through a mental breakdown, you know. But people will be quick to jump and say, Lord, why Bam Bam love cuss people or trouble people or say things about people or behave a certain way? But what if we stop for a minute and think about, is that person going through a mental crisis? We have to think about that, you know. Or we can say to ourselves, how many times in our life we've gone through situations or been in situations where, you know, as you express even yourself, I feel like I would unalive myself. You understand? Or I feel like I would do harm to myself. Or you're driving your car and, you know, you're going through a situation with your spouse, whether male or female, and it's driving you crazy and you drive and you say, I should have just drive another truck there, drive off of the road. So many of us are guilty of some of these things, but we fail to recognize them. Even you look at the reality, you know, of life, you know, people itself, you know, that you have to deal with every day. The teller in the bank, people that can come in at the bank and they're upset about their service, upset about their money, the interest that they charge them on their fee, them upset about money will come out of them account, they start cuss the teller, you understand what I'm saying, and the teller gets stressed out and, you know, she start, you know, she might even leave the counter and go cry, or she might be going through, you never know. The same thing with nurses, dealing with people on a daily basis, people cussing them out, you know, things that happening in the hospital and, you know, they're not getting the supplies that they need and, you know, the same thing with teachers. It's every one of us who throughout life have to deal with people, especially those customer service, you name it. We all been through that process. We all been through it. So it resonates with me to see this young lady, how she unalived herself.
Why may I tell you?
Because she was sourcing help. She was seeking help. And again I say, we don't know the conversations that she had with her family members. But I tell you, Bam Bam and friends, some of us are very cold as humans. We have no remorse. We don't think about people. We don't care about other people. We only care about ourselves. It's like I seen the young lady on TikTok, Rosalie, that people, you know, people say a lot of things about her. And if you look at her, she might have an esteem problem, a self-esteem problem. She might be oversized, overweight. She might.
And not only that alone, she damaged.
Go ahead.
She damaged. She have childhood trauma.
Well, you see, that's on. Okay, there you go. Case in point. Childhood trauma. Childhood trauma is one of the. Remember, it builds, you know. It builds. Because remember, a baby's birth, and the baby goes through the processes of life, turning over, trying to struggle, trying to push up on hand and knees, rocking back and forth, till eventually that child using either her head or shoulder to propel themselves forward, till them start creep, till them start hold on and stuff, till them make the first step, and it's a process. So you made a valid point. So sometimes some of the struggles that people go throughout their life, it doesn't come overnight. You understand? And the people don't know the psychological effect that it takes upon an individual. Young ladies who have gone through molestation, they go through life, they might decide, you know what, I can only deal with females like myself because of things I've been through. And even that, they might find that later on in life they meet somebody they can't hold on a relationship because, and I've seen it all the time. We have had group sessions where people have expressed this. Molestations from close family members, father, uncle, brother, cousin, even strangers. So, you know, this topic that you touch, I'm telling you, Bamba, it resonates with me. It resonates with me. Why? Because I see it on a daily basis. When you walk the streets of Toronto, and you see people living on the streets, people say, but don't they have a place to stay? Yes. but some people just can't handle living around other people.
Mm-hmm.
So you might see them on the street, living on the sidewalk, sleeping on the sidewalk. You might see them on the
And no,
bed.
you see,
You might,
you see me and listen to some of her things them to DP, and
yes.
she think that she saw like she was very lonely too.
Lonely, of course.
Yeah, like she
You
was
see,
very lonely.
Go back to what I said earlier, and I'm sure friends in the chat have heard me say, sometimes it's not good for us to not have someone that we can talk to. People say, lad, I'm gonna tell them a secret. No,
I mean lonely like in I mean lonely like she'd want one man.
even that.
Because me wanna say one sec there. Me wanna say probably she lonely because she not nobody for talk to, because she share her problem on her platform.
Understandable, but you see, the thing about it is that if you look at what's going on now in the world today, especially when it comes to relationships, that's why either when I chat might know the term for some ladies in the States now, you have 3 or 2 ladies having one husband, because they said, well, more females are born than males, but they rather have, live with another lady and a man than, find themselves being without a man in their life, right? Because let's face the fact. If you walk into a church, how many females are there and how many males? And most of these females in the church, they're single.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So it is a fact that more females are birthed more than males. How does one control that? It will never ever be controlled. As long as the ratio is 2 to 1 or 3 to 1 or 4 to 1. Now one has to ask themselves, what's the solution for it with some cultures? Some cultures are okay with one man having 4 wives, one man having 7 wives. You understand? The Western world brought in, and well, they quote the Bible and call words one husband, one wife, whatever, but some cultures, they have no problem with that. And females from other cultures have expressed the fact that they don't have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to remember that in our society, in our Western world society, you can't bring that to some women, but some women are okay with it. Because we see it happening now, especially women of color. Believe it or not, if you look in the States, and you see a lot of black women have, they have another, their husband, and they bring another lady into the relationship. Some even 3, because they're saying they are in that mood or that comfort zone where they're okay with it. And we also have to remember, you have some women too that don't care what the man do. If as long as they don't bring home the STD or she don't know about it, she don't make it bother her, because she said to herself, you know what, I'm not leaving my man nowhere. I mean now walk out, leave my man.
Me know a woman where
because one day we stop. Go ahead.
me know a woman where compromise. We compromise.
Yes, because
and I'm bringing somebody else in a relationship. And me know something. Me know a couple. Me know a couple where I come from far. Me and the me know the man. Me know him both. And them a him and them woman, them a come from far. You understand? Far. Them have 3 kids. And them a come from far until them can afford to buy a big, nice mansion, house, build big, and them a come from far. And it's like, say, them a get, me don't know who a get bored if the man or the woman. And one of them a consider, the woman a consider, them a consider for bringing in, not the woman, both of them a consider to get a 3rd wheel, to spice up the thing. But me just feel like she just a call in one demon in them relationship. You know why me think so? Them a come from so damn far. That might just mash it up. What if the other woman sitting feel nicer to him? What if the other woman so damn freaky till she make him feel so damn blasted good, him go back, and then his wife get jealous and then the relationship mash up. Me think people do them something they have to be like really in a mindset there, and them not make no what you call it now. Them not married. You understand? No strong commitment. Them just a do them thing and I live. And it don't really matter to them, not a big deal. But them value them marriage and everything, and they are coming from so damn far. I see it happen all the while, I'm just scared, say it I go mash up.
And you know, but it go back to the point that you make about bringing, you consider it, seeing it as bringing, as you said, the devil into the relationship.
Wait, let me say, alright then, wait, let me clarify that.
I know.
One sec. Let me clarify that. When I say the devil, not meaning say me I say it ungodly and this, that. Not in other way there.
I absolutely, that's why I said
Yeah.
I absolutely understand what you're saying, and I'm just gonna make a little point, is that, as I said, in some cultures, they have no problem with it. As a matter of fact, I had a class, a sociology class, where there was a girl in my class that her father has 13 wives. He's like a king in this
So
his
right,
country in
I
Africa,
did
Lesotho, right? It's a country in southern Africa. And the father has 13 wives, and he has 46 children. You understand? So at the end of the day, it depends on the situation, because we know that, again, it goes all about the culture and environment. Because a lot of, say for example, Jamaica, a lot of women, you bring that to them, they'll say, no way, they go slow, blah, 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 whatever. But at the same time, she will know that the husband is cheating, or his boyfriend / spouse cheating, and she just don't make it bother her. You understand? And I mean, it depends on how one deals with the situation overall, because some people say, no, my man not gonna do that, but you can't swear for nobody. You understand? Because if you was to go back in time and look at how tribes lived in Africa, they live how present day people in certain religious groups like Muslims and stuff like that.
One set there.
People lived back then.
One set there. I don't know if you ever did listen done a program with one girl they talk about she and for her husband. She did call in for the program. I think she called in recently again, like about 2 months ago or so, and was giving an update, and she said her husband, she allow him to go out and do him thing because she can't manage. So she compromised them, basically, because she can't manage the whole dugu. You understand? She can dugu like, probably once a month or so. And she don't want him starve, so to speak. So she allow him for go dugu. And them talk about it. I guess him gonna use him condom. I bring them the STD panel, and everybody in a different mindset, and everybody do them thing, and kudos to them. Yeah.
You see, as hard as it may sound, it comes back to what we were saying in the beginning of the conversation. So I'll intertwine both of them. So here is this.
Good night, Carla.
Someone has a mental issue. One sees it as nothing wrong with them, nothing to them. They must seek attention. Make the boy get along with the boy, this, make the girl that, blah, blah, blah. You understand? Comes back to our reality as in relationship and who want to deal with what and who want to deal with what. So at the end of the day, who are we to judge? Who are we to say?
Exactly, yeah.
This situation. Go ahead.
No, I say exactly. Everybody, cool. Everybody do them thing. Everybody do what makes them happy, yeah?
Because we see it happen all the time, and because I know someone close to me that is diagnosed as being bipolar, I understand, because one has to remember, denial is innate. That
Denial is what?
Catch some innate. It's innate. It's within us. It's within us. But a lot of us just tell ourselves, say, you know what? We don't do nothing wrong. We see it all the time. It's like if you and someone have an argument, you know you're wrong, but you're giving yourself every right. You don't stop for a minute and tell yourself, say, you know what? And here is the acknowledgement. The acknowledgement is after you have left the person that you were arguing with, after you have gone through all that situation and all that problem of trying to clarify or edify your bad behavior, you go by yourself and you say, well, you know, say I'm right, you know, but at the end of the day, I don't want him feel to himself, say, if he gain the right. How many of us have done that? We do it all the time, not realizing. You understand? We know, you know, but we just tell ourselves, say, me not take the blame for nothing. Because a lot of us are like that. You understand what I'm saying? So when one can tell themselves, we here in Canada, we live in an apologetic society. Deanery can attest to this, and anybody well in Canada can tell you this. You are expected to accept an apology in whenever situation or circumstances occur. That's why oftentimes when you go before the courts or you're in a hearing, which I have used to do arbitrationary hearings and stuff like that, disciplinary hearings. Once you're at step 1, or I've hardly ever been to step 3, but once you accept that apology, once you can say, you know what, I erred in this and I apologize, we squash it right there. But a lot of us are not like that. We would argue from now. Some of us have a tendency that we would argue from now till tomorrow morning because what? We want to put our point across. Not saying to ourselves for a minute, hold on, let me stop for a minute and listen to what Bam Bam have to say. You understand?
Yeah.
A lot of us are guilty of that. Because someone, you can be going through a mental issue, just like that young lady was going through. She tried to reach out, she want to express herself, and even if it was a relationship, here again, we find another issue again. So say for example, you're going through depression. You meet DP, and it's a DP, you know, I like you, how about us hooking up, you know, I need someone to talk to. Why would DP not even find time to listen to you, to talk to you, to hear what you have to say? You know what DP should make an effort to do? Okay, let's go have a coffee. Let's go for a walk. Let's go downtown. Let's go by the lake. Let's go sit. Let's do something and spend some time to hear what the person has to say. But no, we are bold and we're strong and, oh no, sir, that can't happen to me. How dare we say it can't happen to us?
Yeah, for
Another thing
real.
that you find happen is that you come from nothing. Maybe you used to have only 2 underwear, 1 pants. Many people in the chat, maybe when they have a school, they have 1 school uniform, they have to come home every evening and wash it. Okay, life changed for you and you go through life and you start to excel. Maybe you end up going to university, you get a nice job, maybe you migrate. And all of a sudden, that struggles that you went through, you no longer remember where you're coming from. And here's what we do. We look down now on the very people, the situation, the very environment that we're coming from. How many of us have done that? Lord, we not deal with them, the people there, because them this and them that. Not looking within ourselves and say to ourselves, then wait, we never used to go and push for defecate too. We never used to have to dig one hole because, you know, a latrine, we never have latrine toilet and we have to dig a hole, or we used to use latrine toilet. Now we have flush toilet, or you have toilets now where wash you and stuff like that. So you look at life in itself, and these are some of the things that cause a breakdown in society. Nobody wants to hear what anyone has to say. So when people are going through these stressors, it's called stressors, no one pays attention to them. They are called stressors, S-T-R-E-S-S-O-R-S. And anyone in the live or on the chat who are in the healthcare or stuff, or have done it, they'll know what I'm talking about. Because I had a class called conflict management, and the professor teach us about stressors. And these are some of the things that affect us all the time. Believe it or not, you not wanting to eat is also a form of mental stress. You don't want to eat, you don't want to drink, you don't feel for this, you don't feel for that. You understand? And you just put yourself at a place where you tell yourself, so, boy, if I'm not steak, you not eat, if I'm not this, you not eat, if I'm not that, you not eat. Wherein you don't realize the toll that it's taking upon you.
True.
Because what? We live in this world of perfection. We're perfectionists. So things that other people are going through, it does not affect us. So we don't care. This is why now in North America, especially the US, when it comes to mental issues, they're now training in most states police officers on how to relate to people with mental illness. And it's broad-based. It's affecting a lot of people. You see if you notice, okay, one time, a long time ago, there was a lady on Plancabas that said that she showered only maybe twice a month or twice a week or stuff like that. And there were people in the comment, even Plancabas asked me what I think about that, and I said, well, I mean, for her, that's what she wants to do, but for me, in the summertime, I'm showering I think twice a day. We get on a morning shower before we go to bed to shower. Winter time, a lot of people tell us,
You remember that lady there?
to shower every day. You understand? But that wasn't her way of. That
You
lady
remember
said
that
that's how
lady
she
there?
deal with her things, so she might
Yeah.
tidy up. But at the same time, in a winter, she don't do a lot of showers. You understand?
Yeah.
And somebody are critical enough. Somebody will get critical and say, no, sir, woman for worship every day. She said she didn't shower, but she still clean herself. You understand? But that is her comfort zone. Somebody that said, no, sir, that's a nastiness. We can't say it's nastiness again because of how she handled herself. Maybe she have her wife, she do everything just as normal as every female do, but when it comes to shower, she
Yeah.
just shower twice a week.
She just shower twice a
whatever,
week.
you
But she
understand?
still
And
clean.
it's
But
just
she
her
still
way of
clean
handling the
herself.
situation.
She still clean herself, and probably she not even that active in the day. Active, you know, sweat up and all of that, you know. Maybe she not that sweat up. Yeah. Probably her day is not hectic, you know. She don't do a lot of things.
I have a habit of going for long walks, like where I live. And if anybody know my area, I walk all the way up Martin Road. If anybody in the chat room there in Toronto, I walk from where I live all the way up to Rexdale. I go along Rexdale and walk down Kipling. On a Sunday morning, come down Kipling, come down, walk the way, and come all the way. I remember one time this lady said to me, so far you walk? And I said, yeah, she said to me, she said, you're crazy. And I said, excuse me, but you're walking too. She said, yeah, I'm walking too, but I'm not going to go that far. But I just love to walk. You understand? So in her head, she's walking, you see how simple it is? She's doing her walk, but she's telling me I'm crazy for doing the long walk. But it keeps me healthy. You understand? So here we have a situation where, as individuals, we have this tendency to see only what is good for us, what we think is good for ourselves, not thinking of others. And that's the problem with society, and I'm telling you.
Let me read two comments when I make that point there, yeah?
Sure, man.
So, let me that say. Oh, yeah. Me that read one comment with Idita. She said depression manifests differently in people. Some people can function daily, others can't. Others can't even wash themselves, much less handle everyday tasks. We the relatives have to recognize the signs and intervene. For real, yeah. But 3/4 of the time, it's like them not really understand the sickness, or, you know, them just tell themselves say nothing wrong with the person. Because guess what now, DP, where people think most of the time, them think so when you have mental health, you literally have to probably have them out a rubbish pan, you know, literally chat foolishness, you know, do the most, you know, bizarre things. Them don't know say yes, you cannot go about your daily business same way. I look after your child, I try cope with mental health just the same. You understand? You still try cope, you clean, you still, they do normal things, but you have a little mental health same way. And one day, you can just go so boom and break. Yeah? Or analyze yourself. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, I need to made a valid point. And you see, the thing is too, you know, Bamba and friends. You see, distress, you know, which is it make you feel in such a way that you don't even have control over your daily life. When you're in distress, it's like you lose total control of your daily life, because everything that you're critically analyzing everything, so you're putting everything before you. Why did this happen? Why I have to be going through this? You know, you spoke earlier about the man man that took the kids and left that lady alone. You understand? You see, she went into depression right here. You understand? And that depression, it just builds and builds and builds and builds.
Yeah, and it just busts like with them, you know, pressure bust
It has
pipe.
a trigger effect. If you use a fruit, use an ackee as an example. That ackee is closed, and you look at it on the tree, it's not open. If you go and take that ackee off the tree, open the pod and go cook it just off the tree, and it's unopened, you will lose it. It will poison you. But yet, the people who buy the canned ackee, they don't buy the open ackee to put in the can. A lot of people in the chat might not know that. They buy the ones that you see, the one that's unopened. When it has the red look or the yellow look, that's the one they buy. And then they open that at the factory. So they don't buy the open for the ackee, they buy the closed ones. So I'm just saying to say that a lot of people are in that situation where the pod is not open, that ackee pod is closed.
Winifred says she know where you at to walk. Winifred says she know where you walk because she live on the Jane Street.
Who know?
Winifred.
We don't know how we feel myself with the friend. Yeah, I live on Martin Grove. We tell her otherwise, I live on Martin Grove, I would say.
Depression has always been there.
Up to just last week, but down at Wilson, down at Jane at Wilson. Yeah. So I'm saying that I like to use fruits or food as an example. So that ackee pod is closed, and boom, all of a sudden, you get up the next day and the ackee pod is open. You're all excited because yes, the tree have open ackee on it. What was it before? All you would walk by every day and look and say, well, I can't wait for them ackee to open from a get ackee. You understand? So we use this scenario and play it out in our daily life. We have people that are going through stuff, but it's closeted. It's shut up inside them. You understand? They just need that relief.
Mm-hmm.
So I pick up my phone as DP and I call Bam Bam and I say, Bam Bam, listen, I'm going through an episode of my life that I need someone to talk to. Here's what Bam Bam is going to do. Here's what Winifred is going to do. Here's what Narissa is going to do. Here's what Dina is going to do. Here's whoever I need to. We're going to give that person a listening ear. Yes, DP, what is the problem? I find out, that, this happening in my life and I can't sleep at nights and, I'm thinking about this and I'm thinking about that. I'm not saying you can solve the whole problem, but the strength, the words from you, the comfort, is a pillar of strength. And this is what a lot of us don't have. You understand? Some of us have no emotions whatsoever, none. You understand? And
Yeah, people when have the emotion, man.
I'll share an experience that I had, personal experience. I remember one time when I was ill, and I said to my ex-friend, I swear to you I'm not right, and I'm not swearing on the Bible. I said to my ex at the time, not feeling it, and the woman tell me, say nothing to do me. I couldn't believe it, and she's a healthcare, she's a nurse. He said, nothing to do you, man. Woman love complain about pain too much. That same night, I ended up in the hospital because what happened was, and I think I told it before, I made some soursop juice, right? And I put condensed milk in it, and I started having diarrhea, and I was sweating, and I started throwing up. When I went to the hospital was close by, I was dehydrated. They had to give me solution. And my ex is telling me not to do me, man, no can't bear pain, and this and that. And it happens all the time. She felt so bad after. Even her apology didn't even make sense because me and Teddy could have dead if I had to die. You understand? So sometimes we as individuals, we're going through this thing, and I'll say this again too. Because of machoism, we as men are taught to be machoistic. So if I call up you, Bam Bam, or Tina, or anybody, my expectation is if Mr. List my belly hurt me, you're supposed to cancel to Mr. DV, you know what? If I even go make some hot tea, or if I say I have a headache, do you have Tylenol, or if not Tylenol, do you have aspirins, or do you have Advil? Because they're all acetaminophen anyway. But at the end of the day, you're looking for a comfort, and you're looking for someone to help you through the process. So people say, "Chuy, I'm man, no, bad, I'm complaining."
You don't know why people love use that something there. But like man, we don't know why people love some women love do that thing there. This man thing, like men don't feel pain and men don't go through shit.
But take for example PTSD, and I'm sure everyone here
Gloria.
knows PTSD. Listen, it's like someone would say, Gloria, big up yourself. Um, Someone would tell a lie on you, right? And you go into this mode where you're trying to figure out to yourself, what have I done this person? Why this person lying on me? No matter how you try to explain, the person don't want to hear nothing. And they're telling a lie on you, you know. And they don't want to hear you putting your point across. Because in their head, they're saying, oh, it must be you. How many people have been life tonight, throughout your lifetime, someone has accused you of something that you have no clue about?
Almost
Yes,
I guess everyone.
because you have a lot of people that, I remember one time years ago I was working, right? And this guy, he told two other guys at work that he had no insurance and he was driving without driver's license. He told two other guys, you know, and then he came to me after and he said it to me and I said, buddy, you're making a big mistake. You shouldn't be running that risk, right? One of the other two guys that he told, tell other guys about it. The guy came to me and said, oh, you tell me blah, blah, blah. And I said, no. I said, no. I said, no. I said, you could not have said it to me and you hear it. You must have said it to other people.
Mm-hmm.
So I went around the workplace and asked guys, and two guys acknowledged that he said. So I called him over and I said, didn't you share that information with these two guys? And he couldn't even look in my face. You see that? He's deflecting from the fact that he run his mouth off. But because at the time I was a chief steward for the union, he would think to himself that I shared that information with the supervisor and, you know, other people when he run his mouth off. You have a lot of people that are like that. They'll tell 4, 5, 6 different people, but they will come to you and say, oh, you, and they will go back maybe even to those other 4 or 5 persons, you know, and say to them, so listen, I told you that, because they don't know, they're trying to figure out who said it. So, at the end of the day, if you're going through that medical crisis, it is important for you to have a person that you can talk to. There is no such thing as not having somebody you can talk to. There are people out there that will keep secrets from now till eternity, even go to them grave. Nobody knows. It's just like you'd have put you a tough time and somebody said, listen to me, DP, or listen to me, Bam Bam, or Deanery, or Narissa, or Gloria. Listen, never feed you every day for the rest of your life. Or feed you for the next 6 months and 3 months. And me I tell us that, them cookie dinner can't come give you and not a soul that knows them I give you dinner every night. And there are some people where, you know, they will just go talk. Because life is a wheel, and no matter what...
Mary Nerissa comment. Sometimes when immediate family miss the signs, an aunt or an elderly person might catch it, so it's the community that's missing from our lives now.
Yeah, absolutely. Some people can decipher things better than others. And I just spoke about, you know, people who like to go by themselves. And this is what I was telling you earlier when you start the group session. So, and here's the psychology to it. And someone might have picked it up during our talk. They make a circle. You know why the circle is made? The circle is made because it is important to be looking at each other. And this is why I spoke about the circle. And I'm sure maybe you or maybe people in the chat who have been in that situation or have had these group sessions, it's a reason why they do that. They don't want you to be talking and you're not seeing the person who is talking. They like when you have eye contact, when you can speak and no one is going to laugh at you. You understand? That's the important thing about group sessions. It's just like our note within our chat. We listen, but we don't judge. Because we are expected to have an independent mind, an independent thinking. So even if someone comes off the live after and go have their own opinion, that's their thing. But our motto, I should say, our motto is we listen, we don't judge. Because we want to have that bond with each other. We want to have that communication. We don't want to find ourselves in a situation where at the end of the day we're done and we say, oh, I did not feel refreshed, or I wasn't, refreshed by the conversation,
Yeah,
or
for
the
real.
interaction that we had. Yeah.
For real. I agree with you, yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we're only human. We're only human. And as I said before, they have carried out surveys, and believe it or not, they're saying 19 to 25% of people globally are going through mental episodes. And friends in the chat, just even think about it. Look at what is going on in the Middle East. Think about, Gaza or wherever. We're not being political, but the things that are happening down in the Middle East where you see, bombs falling on communities, and young babies, little children are being unalived, and what's happening in Ukraine, and, all these things. It causes stress on even children.
Stress,
So here we find our situation where, you're walking around and you don't know if something is going to fall and unalive you. You don't know if, a building is going to fall down on you. So these things cause all kind of mental related issues. You feel depressed. You can't sleep. You're afraid to eat. You are even out in the open. You don't want to stay near any buildings. You understand? Because you don't know if something's going to happen. So here we go back again to what we were talking earlier about the young lady. Her situation. Look how hard it is right now. How is her family feeling? How are those who are close to her
that's run across my mind. That run across my mind a lot. Oh, I am asking myself the question, about our family. How them feel. Did they reach out to her? Did they, took her serious? You understand? Did they get help for her or anything? I don't know. Because, she expressed herself on social media. She was expressing herself. And that video that we saw that she was expressing herself, it's not current. It's not right now.
No, that's why I was say that to you. She's
Yeah.
been expressing her feelings
A long
for a
time.
long time.
So that means,
saying how
she never get no help, no support, no nothing. I don't know. For her to do this now in 2025.
Let me tell you something. I know an individual, someone that I know very well, very, very well. And when she met her husband, she was like 110, 120 pounds, very slim. She had her first child, and after having her first child, she just started putting on weight, and, the husband was used to complain, oh, she, get fat and, carrying on. Long story short, she had 2 other kids, so she has 3 kids now. He left her. Right now she's living just she and her kids because she put on weight. Now and I mean, when we say she put the weights on, she put on a lot of weight. And she said at one point she started starving herself. Now look to the point where it had to reach, where she said even when the husband was with her, she was starving herself. So she said she would cook dinner for the husband and the kids, and she would want to drink water or a cup of tea, or she would just have one cookie or stuff like that. But even though she did all this, she still kept putting on the weight. And the man left her, said that she to FAT, you understand? And, she's still struggling, She had the kids live, the youngest is 14, and she's still struggling with it. You understand? He just walked out of her and said she put on too much weight. And I remember when I know the situation, I remember one time there was a lady that calling on Blanca Bass program, and she was saying she had twins, and the husband left her because, he was complaining that, so and so, because of the twins, he's not comfortable with, the situation. Ladies read between the line, he can't manage it, etc., etc. And some people were advising that she could go do an operation and stuff like that. You know how that must have affected her psychologically? You understand? To know that her husband say that to her, You understand? And some people would take it as, you know, boy, as a joke. Just like on social media that one would see her going on with Rosalie and how she's talking. But I want you, friends, to remember one thing. Watch Rosalie when she speaks. When she talks about stuff that's going on with her, look at her. She sheds tears. She said she sheds tears. So even though people would make joke about her and say things about her, but who are we to judge? Who are we to say that she's looking social media hype? Because they would have said the same thing about this young lady too. And
Me not even think she'll look social media hype.
she just come on social media talk because she want people to do this and want people to
Me
do
not think Rosa look social media hype. Me think Rose damage.
No, yeah, but I'm just bringing the because here's it again too, Bamba, without your respect. You are voicing your opinion and you think the way you think, but it can also be different in another person's
Because
eyes.
Rose got through a very bad childhood.
View it a different way because you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, she got through a very bad childhood. She said it.
Yeah.
And it damaged her.
Listen, there was a Miss Universe.
When they make that point there, I'm ready. Here come the time come. When I make that point.
I'm just going to share one quick one with you.
Yeah, man.
There was a Miss USA years ago, about 5-6 years ago. She jumped from the 51st floor in New York. Jumped off a building. I think it was the 40th something or the sub-floor. Jumped off a building. And she was in the same situation where this young lady was in. She went on social media and she was expressing things that was going on with her, or her feelings, etc., etc. And nobody was like there giving her support. So, I mean, like, it's a hard thing. It's a hard thing. And one thing I say, friends in the chat, whether you're a mother, grandmother, or whatever, anyone that comes to you and tell you that they're going through a midlife crisis or they feel this way or this is happening to them or listen to them. Listen to them. Because I know someone very close to me that's going through that. And sometimes in life you have to be there. Don't make anyone tell you that, don't stress yourself, not do this, not do that. Give the support. Because you know what's going to happen at the end of the day? If something serious happens, you're going to feel guilty. Friends, it's always a pleasure. So yes, Baba.
Pray for me. Pray for us.
Yeah, all the time. So, I'm gonna oh boy, I tell you, this young lady, it's really touched me. But as I sit here, I open my Bible and I find Psalms 20. And I'm gonna read Psalms 20. And it's an assurance of God's saving work. Psalms 20. And I'll read hence. May the Lord answer you in the day of trouble. May the name of God of Jacob defend you. May he send you help from the sanctuary and strengthen you out of Zion. May he remember all your offerings and accept your burnt sacrifice. May he grant you according to your heart's desire and fulfill all your purpose. We will rejoice in our salvation. In the name of our God, we will set up our banners. May the Lord fulfill all your petitions. Now I know that the Lord saves his anointed. He will answer him or her for his holy heaven, from his holy heaven, with the saving strength of his right hand. 7th, some trust in chariots, and some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord. They have bowed down and fallen, but we have risen and stand upright. 9th and ended, save Lord. May the King answer us when we call. And may the soul of this young lady rest in peace. My heart goes out to her and her family. My heart goes out to anyone within the chat, on the live or in the back, who may have a family, a friend, whoever it may be, even you yourself, who may be going through a tumultuous time, a hard time, in your life. We ask God for his strength.
Oh, then it still there.
We're not God and our Father. As we're about to sever one from another, we ask at this time to bless the word, because we know the word is power. Tonight we come before you giving you thanks, because without your presence, without your guidance and your protection, we will be like a sounding brass and a tinkling cymbal. We ask you tonight to bless each and every one on the line, those in the back. We ask you, Lord God, to bless them, the host of the program, our partner of days, and our grandchild and our children. Remember those tonight who are sick. Remember those who are sad. Remember those who have lost the very love they gained. We ask you, Lord God, to restore them. And as David said, may you, Lord, answer our prayer when we call. Tonight we reach out to you, dear God, to remember the cries of your people. To remember those of us who are, even when the storm is raging, even when the flood is about to overtake us, we will find a place for rest. We may find a place to lay our head during our tumultuous times. Stretch your hands, my God, over our life. We never proclaim ourselves to be perfect, but we know, my God, that you are our God. You're almighty, and there's none other beside thee. There's no one or no entity that can stop your will, because your will be done. So tonight, Lord, as we come to this special moment, we ask you, Lord God, to encamp around us. Your songwriter said, build a fence around us every day. We want you to protect us as we travel along life's way. Lord, we know you can. Lord, we know you will. And it is for that reason tonight, where many nights, time after time, we ask you, my God, to surround us and build a fence around us. Let us not be boasters and braggers. Let us not be deceivers. Let us not be hypocrites. Let us not be mean, my God, to the people that are around us. But let us have a heart filled with sympathy. Let us have a heart that is emotional. Let us have a heart that has peace and love and unity. Because we know, my God, that when you fix it, it will stay fixed. Bless us tonight. Take over, my God. Remember us in our needs. Remember us in our trials. Remember us in our tribulations. Remember us when things are good. Remember us when things are bad. Because we know it will never be good all the time. Provide for us our daily bread. Be thou our shepherd. Be thou our pillar of strength. Be thou, my God, a place where we can lay our head and say, my God, have mercy. Because we know mercy belongeth unto thee. Father, bless us tonight. Keep us, guide us, guard us, and protect us. And as we journey, my God, we will journey with confidence, knowing that we will overcome all our obstacles. Your grace, your peace, and your mercy we seek in Jesus' precious name. And we all say,
Amen.
And amen. Have a wonderful night, friends.
Yes.
God bless you all.
Sorry did for cut you. Me never know sir Denner was still here and she did put something for you read. Me never know, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Never see it.
Yeah. So you still want me to read it?
No, probably can stay for another night. Let me say I was one.
Alright. So dinner bless up yourself, because dinner we always, you know, as I said, I just opened the Bible and Psalms 20.
Wait, let me see it. Because she did give you something for read, you know. You know as Denner always do, based upon mental health, so you know, you never know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a wonderful chat. It's a wonderful chat. But you know, as you said, you have to go do your thing, and I just feel blessed to know that I can share and we can have this conversation. You know, because at the end of the day, it's a learning process. I don't see the comments.
Where they?
But you know, as I say, we learn from each other. What's that?
No, me say I look for. She said next time. Alright.
Okay, of course, absolutely. Anyway, friends, have a wonderful week. Those who haven't watched Bam Bam birthday video, please go and watch it. She had a wonderful time.
Me not say nothing, I stretch, me I stretch.
Oh yeah. Alright, Baba, bless up yourself. Bless up yourself, bless up yourself. I remember saying, I can't comment, you know, because my birthday I come October 15. So you have to go buy one cake and cut it for me, right?
Hey, no bother me.
Anyway, bless up yourself, but make sure you send that Wednesday night. Every dinner we have a sing me happy birthday to. And there is that. And all who don't know us sing us happy birthday to, I'm going to tell you happy birthday to Papa. Remember that year, make it a date and don't be late.
You must say I got over there then.
Anyway, have a good night. Bless up yourself. Stay safe, stay sweet. Big up, big up, big up. Big up Princess and Gloria. Big up yourself. Long time. Not see Gloria Williams night chat. Big up yourself, Gloria. And all the wonderful, wonderful people. Alright? Have a good night. Peace out.
Yeah, man. Peace out. I lie awake, 'cause I can take another night lonely. It's been too long. Cause I wanna see my baby. It's been too long since I have you in my arms, and I just can't that night. Cause I wanna yes. I straight in the shower me I go. One day that hour before me go sleep, cause I go in the shower, do what me fi do. I come out here, so spread one towel right there, so one moisturize my body and go and watch. Where sitting there? Where Tyler Perry show where go on the Netflix name. Sitting on there in black. Yeah, me I go and watch it. I eat to keep me up at night time. Anyway, bless up on a nice clean self, you know. When you see me, you don't know, see me get green screen, I trust the people them phone my love, and I have to help me pay feet. Hey. Yes, me have, you know, see me get green screen. Plus, beauty in black, yeah. It's nice in there, you know. Beauty in black, nice, I love it. It a go on. Yeah. Really finish, and then I have to clean up my kitchen and go have a shower and cool off. Oh, you almost finished. So I'm going to watch Beauty in Black. Yeah. I must see their blouse and skirt D8 with country wear. Plus I have to keep up with you now. So, girl busy. You see what busy me? You can't see. Lord have mercy. I'm tired yesterday, man. Tired. I say I drop asleep. Right here, so when I'm done the live. Drop asleep right here, so I couldn't come live in the night. Drop, knock out, cool. I might come from work and wait me when night just come down. I'm say I go buy the saltfish. Jeez, I'm tired. So true, me get a good look at sleep, about a little 2.5 hours sleep. I never feel so tired last night, so I'm going to bed to 3. Anyway, people, bless up on yourself. People in the back, bless up on yourself. Like up the live on your way out. And all who never come a party last week, Saturday, we're not going to party, we're not going to go look, we're not going to go watch it. Yeah, go and watch the video, alright? Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Me not left my yard tomorrow. Oh yeah, me go do something. Just one little something. Yeah. So me come live in the day. Me go where you call it? TikTok. TikTok. Yeah. I think me come at 2 places. You never know. So peace out.